Hello there, smart person. Here I am again, Dries Walker, your host with explanation, with one more episode of our series to make you think. What if I tell you that there is a way you can acquire new skills and improve your self-confidence and work in the creative part of your brain, so any task that you decide to engage on will be accomplished successfully? That's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. I know it sounds metaphysical, but it is a simple way of learning how to solve problems as they show themselves to you. Okay, I always start by imagining the final product. There is always a set of questions that leads you to the right questions. Yes, I said questions that lead you to more questions. This is not a mistake, because knowing what questions to ask will help you to find solutions for your problems or challenges. See what I'm talking about? Questions are more important than answers, because by having the right answers, but to the wrong questions, it will take you nowhere. So it is paramount to look for and ask for the right questions. Also, it is important to have a mental image of what you are working on and the results that you want. Most people don't know what questions to ask, so they never get the results that they imagine. We are no different. Even people that are successfully finding the right questions and answers are no different than you and I. The difference is that they train their brains. And I'm gonna get there. I'm going to give you the recipe to train your brain. So in order to train your brain, let me explain how that works first, okay? These people that have their brains trained, they only follow a mental process that we are all capable to do. We have the same tools to crack this code if we use these methods of asking questions to yourself. Your brain is so cool, you cannot even imagine. At a certain point, it becomes automatic. So concentrate on the final product. Have a mental image of it. And consciously ask questions regarding what you are doing in everything you do until it becomes automatic. It may take a while, but I can give you some examples and some important questions that you can ask yourself, and will put you on the right track. One of the questions I ask myself is, what am I trying to accomplish here? What am I trying to accomplish regarding this task? Or what is the final result that I'm trying to achieve here? Having the final result in mind makes all involved tasks become clearer. And you can even create that mental image that I mentioned. Using the shelf as an example, I mentioned mentally to myself that I want this shelf to be level. I want this shelf to be strongly attached to the wall. I want the shelf to be equidistant, side to side, from wall to wall. I want the shelf at an eye level. So that's clear to me what I want. Then I start taking the steps to do what I want. I ask myself, what do I need to know in order to accomplish this task, to get to this mental image? I need to know where I am installing it, how to install it, with what kind of hardware, where to attach the hardware, what type of hardware to use. I further ask myself, what elements I'm working with, what types of materials. Do I need human resources? Do I need equipment? Do I need hardware, properties of the materials that I'm working with? Is it wood, steel studs, Do I need attachment hardware, and do I need to know the strength of the hardware? Yes, it can be overwhelming, but if you ask these questions and you face the problems, it becomes easy. You can ask also what the methods and techniques that you need in order to achieve the success in that task. In my case, it's carpentry, drywall install, steel stud framing techniques. Do you see a pattern here? It is all about asking questions to yourself. Your brain will become used to doing this, and unconsciously, will start doing this to everything you do in life. It becomes second nature. It is some sort of automatic learning. I think the term is automatism, but it is a superpower. My point is that no one knows what the answers are. Even professionals, they ask questions to themselves. As they reach each step, they try to reach in their database in their brain to come up with answers. In your case, you can come up with answers on the internet. But if you train your brain, you'll be able to come up with these questions that will lead you to the answer, that will take you to a solution that in turn will help you achieve the task that you have, that mental image, which you created at the beginning of all this endeavor. So you don't need to think about it. Your brain is cooler than you think. Your brain does things that you don't have to think about, like breathing, digesting food, moving your legs as you run. In some cases, even more mundane things like driving. So you can train your brain to ask questions about everything and anything you do. And that becomes automatic, just like breathing. This is a superpower. You thank me later. So the recipe that I'm trying to give you is that I would train your own brain to visualize what the result will be first, and to act one step at a time, coming up with questions that will generate more questions that in turn, as you act and take the proper steps, will deliver the results that you have in mind. It's easy peasy. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. Make a list. Put everything you need on that list. Then follow the steps that you put on your list. And as questions come to you, put that on paper. Putting things on paper is the best way to find answers. And as you write them down, more questions will come to you. And if you don't have the answers on your database of your brain, go online, look it up, and the answers will be there. Then, to make sure that those are the right answers, you have to come up with more questions. Is it that I'm seeing here right? Do I need to talk to a professional about this? Before I put my hands on this, do I need the input of more people? And the superpower is that having the right questions will always lead you to the answer. So, like I said, it's easy peasy. Let's do it. Is realign everything. Put it back on the French click system that we created. Align, put it on the wall. Now we need to screw it in. I'm going to move it up a little bit on both sides to align, and I can put the screws in there. Here we go. Let's see if the screws then we fit. Good. What you're using. Perfect. 2. Now I'm going to put another one on top here.